Don't skip Ishmael. What happened to Ishmael? Ishmael, where is Ishmael? Abraham, he left. He built the house and he left. Where is Ishmael right now? You're mine.
You read the Quran. You know, Ishmael and his father Abraham built the Kaaba for God. That's what the Quran.
Hold on. I'm asking you. They built the Kaaba. You said Abraham, he left. What happened to Ishmael? Abraham, he left. Did Ishmael leave with him or he stayed? You're mine.
Ishmael stay over there. Even if you read the book of Joshua, I don't know if.
So Ishmael was a stationary prophet in Mecca. And what Ishmael was doing during his lifetime as a prophet of God, your mic, in Mecca?
Ishmael, did I say Ishmael was a stationary prophet? Ishmael settled in Mecca and got a wife, Egyptian wife over there, and settled over there. And from his lineage came Muhammad. What can't you understand?
And Ishmael, he taught his children about Allah, right? He warned them to worship only one God. His name is Allah. Is that correct, your mic?
Of course, all children of Abraham taught.
Thank you. So how the Quran says the first warner to Mecca, it was Muhammad. If Ishmael, he lived there, he died there, he have his babies there. And he was warning the people of Mecca about Allah. And you just say that all the people of Mecca are the children of Ishmael. And Muhammad is from the children of Ishmael. So how the Quran claimed that the first warners about Allah is Muhammad, when Ishmael was long before him there, you mind.
The one who can clean up and bring monotheism, the true worship of the only one God, get rid of all the idols, clean it up, you know, insist on.
Abdul, what's wrong with you? Why you are avoiding the question? I'm not talking about the idols. And by the way, your prophet is an idol worshipper because Abraham, there's no story of Abraham kissing stones. Your prophet, he kissed black stone. Mwah. Mwah. Stone of God. Right? So don't tell me about pagans. He's a pagan guy. He kisses a stone, he go to a stone, he go around the stone, he dance around the stone. Now, answer. You just say to us that Ishmael, he lived in Mecca, he died in Mecca, he have his family in Mecca, he built even Mecca himself, he is the founder of Mecca. That's wonderful. So how the Quran says Muhammad is the first warner to Mecca? Your mic.
The saddest part is that there is no discussion. All you're trying to do, keep somebody in a corner just to try to prove your point. There is no debate. Like you go in with the agenda. That's what.
You see, I have to squeeze you because you will never answer. I talk about who was the warner to Mecca before Muhammad. You talk about the idols. Are you stupid or what? We are not talking about that. We are talking, did somebody came to Mecca before Muhammad? The answer, yes. The Quran says that. And you just confirmed that. So there's an error in the Quran. The Quran says Muhammad is the first warners. I give you the mic, you start talking about the idols. The first warner for the disbelievers and the believers is not Muhammad, is Abraham. And you admitted that he is the one who built the Kaaba. And his son stayed there, and his son is a prophet too, according to Islam. Ishmael is a prophet. So now we have two prophets before Muhammad at least. So how the Quran says Muhammad is the first warner to Mecca, you mind?
It's like you asking me, okay, Moses was over there, all the other prophet was over there, so why Jesus came? It doesn't make no sense.
Stupid answer. The Bible doesn't say that Moses is the first warner. Who said that? And was there where? What's wrong with you? The Quran says Muhammad is the first warner to Mecca. There's nobody before him. Those are disbelievers. Nobody ever told them about the true God. Nobody. He is the first. Before thee, there was no warners. Before thee, before thee, before thee. لتنذر قوما ما أتاهم من نذير من قبلك لعلهم يهتدون. Very simple. So how you say to me Moses was this, or you say to me Abraham was there, Ishmael was there, and the Quran says Muhammad is the first one was there, the first Muslim. To make it simple, he is the first Muslim who warned the people of Mecca about Islam. Oh my. Take the mic, Ahmadiyya boy. How you want to solve this problem now? You mind?
See, you jump into conclusion, Ahmadiyya. I'm not even an Ahmadiyya. See, you jump into conclusion. That's what you do. Your debate is with the agenda.
Your prophet himself is Ahmadiyya. I can prove it easy. He's an Ahmadiyya. Okay, your prophet, he kissed a black stone. Is that coming from the Ahmadiyya or coming from Islam? Your mind. Talk. What's wrong? You hold the mic, you don't want to say anything? Are you waiting for the inspiration of Allah? You said that Muhammad, he cleaned the Kaaba from idols. There's a very important idol in the Kaaba. It exists until now. It's a black stone. It is the vagina of the god of fertility. This is why the black stone in the shape of a vagina. Your prophet, he kept it and he kissed it. So how we can say that Muslims, they can say that Muhammad, he followed Abraham? Did Abraham taught his son Ishmael to kiss stones? Did Abraham kiss stones? No mind.
So you're saying we worship the stone? Is that what you're saying? The Muslim worship the stone?
You are so quiet. Did I ask you if you worship it or not? I asked you why he kissed the stone. It's a stone. The stone is a stone. Why in the world someone who worship one God, he say he is in heaven, he kiss a stone? Give us a reason, you mind.
Okay, you know the Quran. Tell me which verse of the Quran say, hey Muslim, Muhammad say, hey Muslim, worship the stone.
Now we have to go in cycle again and to play games. You will not answer, right? Show me a verse in the Quran says, hey, Muhammad worship the stone. Well, if the Quran never said to Muhammad worship the stone, why your prophet kiss the stone? Your mind.
CP, I give up, man. You won the debate. Congratulations, you won.
Before you leave, my friend, we have a stone in the corner of the room. Don't you want to kiss it and take a picture with it? Take selfie? Why you are in a way? At least take a selfie with the stone when you are kissing it like the prophet. You might.
Yeah, you won. Thank you, man. That was a good, that was a...
So you are saying you have no answer, right? It's very embarrassing, correct, guys? They give us a speeches about worshiping one God, and yet they are bowing down to a stone, going around the stone, kissing a stone, and they believe it's a holy stone. This is paganism. What paganism is? Paganism to believe that a stone can forgive your sin. Muhammad, he said the stone of Allah was white like milk, and then the sin of mankind make it black. So what Muhammad claimed, that the sin of mankind is going to be sucked by the stone. The stone forgive your sin. The stone will make you like a baby. And the more sin this stone suck, the more black will be, which means being black is a sign of sin. So Allah will suck the blackness of you, which means the sin. So why you don't want to answer? You want to run? Let me tell you what happened to me, Absid. I went to a Muslim website, it's called Convert to Islam, and they have a chat. They said to them, I have a question, please. They said, sure, brother. Allahu Akbar, sure. Allah, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. They're very kind, trying to convert me, right? Okay. Said, why the Prophet he kissed the black stone? He said, because it's a holy stone. And I said, why it's holy stone? They said, because the Prophet kissed it. What? What the heck? So as long as your Prophet is worshiping one God, and he don't believe in any pagan rituals, so what kissing the black stone is about? Is it true that your Prophet, he said that the black stone is the right hand of Allah? And is going to witness to the Muslims in the judgment day, your mind? Look like, guys, we made a shot in the head, and he's dead now. He have no answer. Is it true that the black stone is the right hand of Allah? I've seen. Is it true or not? Your mind. That's mean you agree. Okay, another question. Is it true that the black stone have ears and mouth and eyes and is going to witness for Allah in the judgment day? Is that correct? Your mind? Absolutely, Abdul. I know all the answers. This is what your prophet said, and you cannot deny it. So your prophet claimed that the black stone is a living stone of God. Paganism, pure paganism. This is not just a stone, this is a living stone. It has eyes, it has ears, it has mouth, and in the judgment day is going to talk. And you are coming here to give us a speeches about worshiping one God. And who is the one God of Islam? Not even one Muslim. You see the name of the room? What is Allah and what is Islam? And I challenge any Muslim to tell me who's Allah. Not even one of them. Who is Allah? He said, look at the answer, guys. Look how stupid the answer. Who is Allah? He said to me, Allah. Who is Allah, idiot? I'm not asking you to tell me Allah. Who is Allah? You don't know. Your prophet never spoke to Allah, never heard Allah, never saw Allah, never witnessed anything of Allah. Never. So how someone he never spoke to his God, never heard of his God, he worship a God he do not know? You mind?
Okay, Allah is the one and only God, you know, the cherisher, somebody who sustains our life, who sends Jesus, sends Moses, sends everybody.
There's no proof of that. Now, is it true that Allah he convert to Islam? I've said. Is that true that Allah convert to Islam, your mind?
No need to talk, brother. You keep cutting people off to make your point.
You got it right. I have to cut to make my point. Otherwise, a Muslim he will talk forever, say nothing. Is it true that Allah he convert to Islam? Yes or no? Are you ashamed of this stupid God? What kind of God he convert to Islam? This is the only religion have God, and this God convert to Islam. Please, guys, invite all your friends. We have Allah is coming to our room, and he's going to say Shahada and convert to Islam. I mean, how stupid this religion is. The God of the religion, he convert to the religion? You might. Let's call Zakir Naik, as long as this guy here don't want to answer the question. Assalamu alaikum. Brother Zakir Naik? Brother, how come Allah he convert to Islam? Brother Fitter, this is a question is coming from a guy named Christian Prince. He opened with the tattoo on the pato. First of all of the question is wrong and they have no logic. Is it true that Allah he converted to Islam and he said Sahaba? Yes. But not because Allah is accepting Islam as a new religion. It's an old religion, but he liked it, so he converted to it. And there is no better religion for Allah to convert to except Islam. Thank you very much. God, he converted to Islam? Are you serious? And he says Shahada? Now, who is the stupid here? The Prophet, the God, the religion, the followers, the one who wrote the book? I will understand. God, he converted to Islam. How this happened? I've said, you're mine. Hold that off. Okay, Absad, he don't, I wish Absad he go back to the topic of the miracles. Like, you know what? There's a miracle in the Quran which is really amazing. And this miracle is driving me crazy until now, which is really, I have ants in my backyard. All right? And once I was walking there and I heard the ant saying to her friends, hide, otherwise Christian Prince will destroy you. And what is it driving me crazy is not the ant speaking to the ant. No. How the ant, she knew my name? I've said, the ant in the Quran, she warned the ant that Sulaiman will destroy them. How the ant knew the name of Sulaiman? Do you know? I will give you three options. She received WhatsApp from her friend, or it was a phone call in Skype, or somebody, he sent her like maybe a tweet or Facebook. How she knew that this king, his name is Sulaiman? You're mine. Now this is what Absad will do. He will play dead and he stop moving and then he leave the room. That's what they do always. So you see, when you it's my fault, guys. I apologize. I should not shoot him in the head. I shoot him in the tail. Shot in the head, he is not moving no more. I should take it easier. So where is the answer? I'm asking you a serious question. How the ant, she knew that Sulaiman, his name is Sulaiman? Do you know? Do you think the ant is a prophet? How she knew? This is a very well-educated ant. You see, I understand the ant is warning the ants to hide. They are ants. No problem. By the way, as I know, scientists, they say ants are deaf, which means they don't talk. So when Sulaiman, he heard the ant speech, that's a very funny statement of Allah to say, because ants don't make speeches. They are deaf, my friend. Let it go, let it go. But how the ant, she knew the name of Sulaiman? Do you know? I think Sulaiman was wearing a tag. What do you think, guys? Sulaiman, he was wearing a tag in his chest. It says Sulaiman. Like when I was in the army, I have a tag in my chest. It says my name, and actually they give us false names. They give us like Gonzales. Anyone knows why? They give us false names in the army, in USA Army. Anyone knows? Because we are Arab, so the Arab will not target us. If they knew that you are an Arab, they will target you. You know. So they give you Gonzales, whatever name, Johnson, Thompson, whatever. Anyway, uh, when the Quran mentions such a story, and the Muslims, they believe in such a story, and then they speak about intelligence and speak about worshiping one God, and none of them even know who is this God. Muhammad himself never received one word from his God. All what he received, not even a fax. All what we knew that Muhammad, there's a guy, he come to him in the form of a man. Squeeze me, delivery, delivery. He squeezed him 3 times, he give him delivery. Then he go back to Allah. Squeeze me, which means excuse-moi in French. He squeezed him 3 times and he give him a new delivery. But did Muhammad ever spoke to his God? Never. The Quran says that Allah, he spoke to Moses. He spoke to Abraham. He spoke even to Alexander the Great. He spoke even to the devil. But yet Allah don't want to speak Muhammad. Any Muslim know why? How come Allah speak to all of those, but Allah don't want to speak to Muhammad? What is the problem? I think Allah is racist because maybe Muhammad is a Bedouin Arab man, so Allah don't want to speak to him. He want to speak only to the Jews. Allah, he spoke to Moses. Allah, he spoke to Israel. Allah, he spoke to Abraham. Allah spoke to everybody except Muhammad. Who is the first Muslim? That's a good question, because the Quran have many answers. Sometimes it's Abraham, sometimes it's Adam, sometimes it's Muhammad. Depend in the mood. All right. Now, you know, when the Muslim, they say, like this guy, he said Bakka. He said, do you know what Bakka? The Quran in chapter 3, verse number 96 says that the first house was built for mankind is in Bakka. And Bakka is the temple of the moon god in Yemen. You can go right now and search in Google. No, not Petra. No, not Petra. Bakka is not Petra. This is wrong. Bakka, there's a temple in Yemen. Until now it exists. The ruin of the temple exists. This is the temple of Bakka. Go right now and search in Google. In the temple of Bakka, which is a very famous temple, this was the first moon god house built ever in the Arabian Peninsula. This is why you see the verse here saying Bakka, not Mecca. There's Bakka and there's Mecca. All right. So the Quran confirmed that the first house was built was in Bakka. Let me see if I can find you some pictures of it. Let us see. Here we go. That the original name, Abraham, he went to Baran, and Baran is in Mecca. Did he say that? Did he say that? We heard him, right? This guy, upset. He said that. Open this image, and you will see that this is the temple of Mecca, which is in the Baran. No, it's not the same. Becca is a copy name, is a fake name, aftermarket name of Becca. Is the link showing or not? There's no link. Does it show or no? Because sometimes Paltalk doesn't show. No, okay, hold on. We can go to the website, view the page. Hold on. Okay, open this link. Few more. This is the first temple was built for mankind. And this is the temple of the moon god. I'm trying just to show you, to give you here we go. All right. Please. If you have it open, guys, let me know. Do you see where it says there, the temple of the sun, Al-Makkah? Do you see it? Do you see it? I'm not fabricating. Do you see it? This is history. Do you see what it says? Al-Makkah. This is simply the original Mecca. This is the original. So Muhammad decided to build a new Mecca, or let us say this way, the Arab, not Muhammad, the Arab, to have a competition. So they said, this is the temple of Al-Makkah. So we have to build a temple. And that is resembling that temple, which is in the same time, it's called Bakka. The original temple, it's called Mecca and called Bakka. So some people they call it Bakka, some people they call it Mecca. However, it's the same temple. It's in Yemen, as you see it. So the temple of Al-Makkah was the original temple which built by for mankind. Now there you will see that this is the temple of the sun. The fact there's many disagree and they say this is the temple of the moon. So they in this agreement about if it's, is it the moon temple or it's the sun temple. However, this is what Al-Makkah is coming from. This is why I told you in the corner of the Kaaba, there's a stones are placed in the corner of the Kaaba. It's called Yemen corner. The fact this is not correct, not the correct name. This is Al-Makkah corner. This is the corner of Al-Makkah. Why? Because what they did, they went to this temple and they took stones from there. And those are holy stones. And they placed them in their Kaaba. And the reason they did that, to make people believe that this is a legitimate place to worship, because we have the stone from Al-Makkah. What do you want more? This is why Mecca is referred to as olive stream in the Quran. You know, the olive stream, I will tell you later about this this issue. But obviously, Muslims, they have no idea what the Quran is talking about. What the Quran is talking about, that Ibrahim, he is the one who built that temple there in Yemen. Not in their city in Mecca. This is the Mecca the Quran is talking about. This is the first house. However, all history says that this house, they have never been a house of worshiping one God. It's about worshiping stars, moon, star, etc. And those people even don't speak Arabic. People of Yemen at that time, they don't even speak Arabic. They are not Arab. You know, as we said many times, Arab are not an ethnic. So there's a book made by a Muslim scholar explain how the Arabian Peninsula has in certain time 26 Kaaba during the time of Muhammad's life. 26 Kaaba, at least. And those 26 Kaabas, they are in competition with each other. So the people of Mecca, when they build their Kaaba, they call it Al-Bakka and they call it Al-Mecca, so they can copy, what they call it, copycat? What they call it, I don't know in English. They are copying the same Mecca, so they can, the same Bakka, so they can bring people from there, from Yemen, to their city, so they can, you know, do the rituals. Why you want to go all the way to Yemen to do the rituals in Mecca or in Mecca, Al-Mecca? Come to here. We have Al-Mecca here. Are you getting the point? Like, is it weird that we have a very similar name? And by the way, in some languages, the word Mecca come as Makkah. Makkah. So the Arab themselves, some Arab, they say Mecca with Ka and or Makkah with Qa, depending on the location. So the people of Yemen, they make the letter Ka as Qa, even though it's Ka. All right. And you do not need to be a genius to notice how close it is in the name. And what is that temple is? Go right now, copy the name Al-Mecca and search in Google for the temple of Al-Mecca and see what it is. Long before Muhammad religion come. The temple of Al-Mecca exists. This is the first temple of worshiping the stars. And the Sabians, they claim that they are the one who built it. Now we go back to zero. Who is the one behind the Mecca? Do you remember when the Arab, they say that Muhammad is a Sabian? Do you remember? They keep calling him Sabian. Why they call him Sabian? Because he practiced everything the same as the Sabians. He took from them ablution, the prayer, Ramadan, the Al-Mecca, stones, and the moon have houses, as the Quran says, exactly everything from them. And in the temple of Mecca, they have a Kaaba in the middle. They have a Kaaba in the middle, which they use to go around it and do the rituals, exactly the same as the Kaaba today. They say that this is the bowl of the wolf. They have many names of it, you know. So a Muslim, naive Muslim, he have no idea about history. He really think that Islam is a religion coming from God. Well, Absid, I'm not cutting you off. I ask you a question. Absid, this is my experience with Muslims. If I ask a Muslim, what's your name? he will start telling me his life story, but he will never give me the name. So I'm not going to wait for you to spend 1 hour on the mic. Nothing. I want an answer. Do you remember, guys, when we mentioned to you to before Allah, one of his names is Yah? Even the Muslims admit that his name is Yah. One of his names is Yah. All right. Now, just to remind you, all beliefs in the Middle East, they share the language, and all of them, they are born as languages. All of them, they are born from Aramaic. All of them, with no exception. And then there's a mix between other civilizations, like mixed with the Ethiopian, mixed with the African in the middle of Africa, mixed with the Persian. You know, this is an area where invasion come after invasion. The Roman, they came, the Persian, they came, and everybody he brings something new with him. So Muhammad, in his time, in his era, he came after a lot of involvement of a lot of many religions came to the Middle East, and Islam became nothing but baby of many guys who slept with one woman. He get drop of semen, private part. When Absid, he said Muhammad did not come with something new. Absolutely true. There's nothing true. There's nothing new there. Those people, they have Kaaba before Muhammad. And Al-Mecca itself was nothing but a huge Kaaba. Huge. And the Kaaba, by the way, the one you see today is not really the way it is. They moved their location, the location of the Kaaba after was destroyed. They rebuilt it, and they did not rebuild it in the correct location. They moved it a few meters away from the correct location. However, that's not really important. But the original Kaaba, it was a room without a roof. This page, I don't know if this one will work. Is this one working, guys? Okay. Do you see here? It says Al-Mecca, the moon temple. Do you see it? It's what? It is the moon temple, not the sun temple. Now, some scholars, they say that people, maybe they used to worship the moon and the sun. That's not true. Why they base that? They say their language is an old ancient language, and they use the sun in many places. But this is why people get confused sometimes. The reason for the sun is because those people believe, the old religions, that the moon god is the male god, and he is the ox. He is the male cow. The sun is the female. The male cow is the one who provide the babies. This is why the Muslim, they have in the top of their temple a horn. That horn is not really a horn for nothing. Like many, they say the horn present the moon, right? It's true and false at the same time. The horn represents the ox, the male cow, the bull. So the bull, when his horn is up, this is the time when he do fertilize women, fertilize the earth, fertilize the baby. He is the one. He is the God who provides us with baby. He is the God of fertility, and that is Baal. So Baal, when he's having sex with his wife, his horn will show up. And this is why they put in the top of their temple the sign of the moon, which is the crescent moon. But the fact it's not the crescent moon. Those people, they believe that the crescent moon is nothing but the horn of their God. Are you getting the point? Yes, it is the crescent moon, but it is the horn of the God. This is why you see in the Quran, the Arab, they say that Allah have daughters. Correct? Al-Lat and Al-Uzza, and even Muhammad, he bowed down and he worshipped them, if you remember in the satanic verses. And not only this, those Arab people, they inherited from the Sabians and other religion that the angels, even they have sex with Baal, they have sex with Allah, and from Allah they have babies. So some of those people, they say God is the angels because they are the wives of Allah. If you go to chapter 3 verse number 80, the Quran is speaking about those who they are worshiping the angels. All right. In different verses, Allah speak about the angels being a female angels, and Allah, he regret, he says this is not right. This is wrong. You should not do that. Angels cannot be females. But in the same time, we find in the Quran where Allah, he says, if he want to have a partner, if you remember, he will have a partner from his kind. And then when we go to see the interpretation of this verse, we will find that Allah saying that his kind is the angels and the black-eyed women. So if Allah want to have sex, he will have sex with his kind, which is the angels. And that is confirming the old belief before him. And this is what we see in chapter 21, verse number 17. Who Allah is going to have sex with? The angels and the black-eyed women. And the Quran confirm that angels are not females. Well, if they are not females, then how Allah is going to have sex with them? If you go to chapter 17, verse number 40, you will say, you people, you make from the angels females. Are you sure? Any Muslim have a comment? Yeah, we are not making anything, I mean, we are not coming with our own interpretation. Anything here we say, if I'm Muslim, he don't accept it, I can show you the reference. Like as an example, Allah will have sex, yes. Chapter 21, Allah, he says, if we want to have son, want to have a partner, the partner will be either an angel or the black-eyed woman. And this is, if we go and see the interpretation, which is not our interpretation, we will see that it confirmed that exactly. This is Tafsir al-Jalalain. I will post it, copy-paste translation of the Muslims as it is. Not my translation. Well, if you have another miracle, he can put his hand up so we can laugh. As you see, this is al-Jalalain, and this is the official government website of the Kingdom of Jordan. How Allah, he can have a partner, Allah himself, he described. He says, if I want to have a partner, and actually the partner here is a woman, because the word lahu, The word lahu is a word mean women. Today, in the language today, is used as fun. Why? Because Muslim they insult women, Arab they insult women, so they consider women, they call them fun. Like, do you have a lahu? Do you have something for fun? Which means, do you have a woman? So Allah saying, if Allah He want to take a lahu, which means a woman for fun, He will take it from His kind. And then, if we want to do so, now, what is the kind of Allah? To understand His kind, because the Muslims they say Allah is not like anything. So how He can have a kind? Ladunna, you can say this son is from my ladunni, which means from my blood, my kind. This family is my ladunni. This is my kind. So ladunna is our kind, and even you can read the Muslim translation. It says in the Muslim translation, in the best scenario, they say to you, ourself. If you want to have a partner, we will have it within ourselves. How Allah is going to partner Himself, and how He say ourself if He's one. Neo, can you pause the translation of chapter 21, verse number 17? Thank you. You see it? He will take it from ourselves. Okay, who is ourselves? Who is the ourselves? What do you say? How are you, Mr. Brother Imran? Do you have a problem with that verse, my friend? About killing innocent kids? I challenge you to come to the mic and say anyone who teaching killing innocent kids is a scumbag. Do you have the courage? Imran, do you have a courage? Or you are a copy-paste terrorist? Okay, take the mic and say it. I want to hear it. Your mic. Go ahead. My ears is all wide open. Say the one who teach to kill innocent kids is a killer and a filthy God. Your mic. What happened, Imran? You don't have the courage to say it? No, this is a fake God. The one who said that, he must be a fake God, my friend. You are not cursing God. Do you believe that this verse in the Bible, in the Old Testament, is coming from the true God? So you are saying you will not curse this God? Do you believe in that? Nobody is asking you to curse the true God. The one who made this verse according to you, he cannot be God, correct? Okay, so just come to the mic, says whoever teaches a teaching, he's a scumbag. Your mic. Forget about God. Okay, take the mic. Go ahead. Coward. However, guys, when the Muslim he posts for you a verse, notice they choose a verse from the whole chapter, but he will not read for you verse number 1. Can somebody post for us chapter 31 in the book of Numbers, verse number 1? And 2? So why you do not mention this? They did to them, the people of Moses, they practiced the law, eye for an eye. They raped them, they killed their children. Why you do not mention this? Imran, why you not mention this? Because you are a liar like your prophet. So those people, they did kill the children of the Jews, and the Jews army did to them what they did to them. Now, is it true that you can kill children in Islam? Brother Imran, who they are innocent. You see, at least here, those are people who killed the other nation children. In Islam, can a Muslim kill innocent children who they are innocent and even they are Muslims? Brother, are you there? It doesn't say that. It doesn't say that. Secondly, you idiot, you see, just to show you how stupid what you are. If God said, eye for an eye, and you Muslims, you follow blindly, and you take it, and as long you are against killing innocent children, and you call them innocent, how come your prophet, he agreed with Musa, and he said when they asked him, when we attack the infidels, we kill their children, he said, so what? And they are from them. They are from them. So how come it's not on, they are on, it's okay to kill innocent children when Muslims they do it, it's not okay when Jews do it? What do you say? Not only this, not only this, what if I show you the Quran teaching killing innocent children? Let's see Radar Khan. Radar, are you a Muslim, Radar Khan? He left? Oh, how sad. Brother Imran, do you have a microphone? Do you have a microphone? Can we hear your voice, if you don't mind? Is that a problem? Can we hear your voice? So we can hear a person we want to talk to? So if I show you from the Quran that the Quran teaches that you can kill children, even children who they are Muslims, who they are innocent, by the order of Allah, are you willing to say Islam is disgusting? Okay, everybody knows your voice. Come to the mic and say to me, prove it. Oh, what I want you to do, say to me, prove it. Your mic. Imran, you debated who? You debated Green, you debated Brown, but you don't have a courage to debate me. Because I'm not Mr. Green, I'm not Mr. Brown, I'm Christian Prince. So be a man, take the mic. Why you don't do it? Are you afraid? You're afraid you will be humiliated, don't you? Take the mic and say, I will be ashamed if you show me from the Quran that the God of Islam teaching killing innocent children. Your mic. Look at this potato. Suddenly he's quiet. Did we shoot in the head yet? We did not shoot in the head. What are you worried from? As long you are a Muslim and you are the one who he debated Mr. Who? This guy, he debated who? Anyone tell me the name? His name is what? Willie Green? Who's Willie Green? Who's that? Is that Al-Khadr? Because I'm going to talk about Mr. Green in the Quran. According to the Quran, the Prophet Al-Khadr Green, he is the one who Allah ordered him to kill children who they are Muslims. What a coincidence. This guy, he debated Mr. Green, and Prophet Green in the Quran is the one who killed innocent children, chapter 18, verse number 74. Are you there, brother? Are you going to debate Mr. Al-Khadr Green, who Allah ordered him to slay a boy who is a Muslim boy, an innocent boy? You debated Mr. Green. That's amazing. And I'm for sure Mr. Green, he lost his debate with you because you are very strong. You drink milk every morning and you eat 7 eggs a day. Oh, I mean 7 ajwa, sorry. And if you eat 7 ajwa, as the Prophet said, there's no black magic can work over you and no poison. So now I give up. I cannot control you by black magic and I cannot kill you by poison. I lost. So Mr. Seven Ajwa, why the Quran says it's okay to kill boys who they are even Muslims and even they are innocent? Are you there, brother Umran? Absad, you speak about science of Semitic language. Do you speak Arabic? Absad, do you speak Arabic yourself? So how you know the science of Semitic language, my friend? I mean, is it stupid to answer for us such an answer when you yourself you do not know the language? Copy paste religion? You do not know. You never spoke it. Can't you learn about language? No, you cannot learn about language without learning the language. Guys, I learn about language, but I don't speak the language. That's funny. If you do not speak the language, you learned about it what? The basic thing to learn about the language, the point of a start is to learn the language first. Who is a Muslim have the courage to come to the mic? The follower of Al-Makkah, Al-Bakka. You can learn about America without being in America. That's true. But you cannot learn English without knowing English. The example they don't match, my friend. You have a low IQ. To know about English, you have to learn English. This is the language to speak, not a place to visit or to see in TV. Can we visit English by watching video? I can see the Grand Canyon by video without going to the Grand Canyon. Yes, I can. It's a place. America is a place. English is a language. So we cannot learn about the language by watching a movie. We do not. Imagine we have a movie. All the movie is in English. We do not know what they are saying, and the whole movie is about English. My friend, you are a loser like your prophet. If your prophet was a winner, he will never promise you an endless penis. That is not a promise of a person who believe in God. That is a promise of a pimp, a promise of a guy who have a sex maniac problem, a guy who have nothing to say. What kind of God? He promised me endless penis. What I would do with endless penis? Seriously. And why? And my wife, she would have an endless vagina. I mean, this is imagine, guys, the woman, she is how thick she is. Let us say she is 10-inch thick. How her vagina will be endless then? That means the vagina will come from the other side, from her ass, and will continue going. Your penis is going, her vagina is going. And this is a religion, my friend? You see, there's many stupid religions in this earth, but none of them come with a stupidity like Muhammad. Even those who worship the devil, I never heard of any of them worship the devil. Imagine the devil never said, I will give you endless penis. Even the devil. By the way, if your penis is endless, is your testicles will be endless too? Because it's going to be very, very funny if you have endless penis, but you have two little tiny balls. I mean, people will take selfie with it just to make fun of you. Endless penis with two little tiny balls. Smile, take a selfie with this little tiny balls with this endless penis. And this is a religion, my friend, right? Science, my friend, science. And by the way, unbelievable, the endless penis is in the middle. Mean, how come I did not notice that? It's in the middle. That alone is a miracle. Right? What happened to Brother Umran? He decided to flee with the wind. Hey, Ibn Salih, how are you? You still alive, man? You got another miracle? Okay, take the mic. Go ahead. Guys, Ab said he have another miracle. Let's see what he have now. I hope it's not something powerful I cannot answer.
Well, two oceans are mentioned in the Quran, and I'm living in a place where there's two oceans. And I tell you now, Bestia. It's amazing how in Cape Town, South Africa, the Indian Ocean is on the one side and the Atlantic Ocean is on the other side. And yes, it's mentioned in the Quran, the two oceans, where the two oceans.
You know, Ibn Salih, if you show me the word ocean in the Quran, I will close my room. Because either one of us here is a donkey, either you or me, you might.
Okay, in the old days they call it seas, Bahr.
Nowadays they call it seas. I know they don't call it seas, they call it ocean. Now listen, as long as you are the one who choose the topic, let's talk about it. What is the amazing about that verse in the Quran speaking about the two, quote, oceans? Do you know? What is the amazing about it?
We find a barrier between them. The two oceans have different salinities. They're not equal in salt content, so they don't mix. بينهما برزخ لا يبغيان. They do not. The one doesn't mix. So you can. A lot of people say that they can see the line when they come to Cape Town. They can see where the two oceans actually meet. So Jacques Cousteau.
Yeah, Cousteau, how are you doing? Abdul, what the word barzakh mean? What the word barzakh mean? You might.
Barzakh is a place between. It's something that is between two things. Sort of a transition. How do they?
So what is that between two things? Is it something solid? This barrier, is it between two things? Is it a wall? It is a rocks? It is. It's not wall. Is it the ground? It's earth? It's what? You might this barrier.
Well, it's usually a barrier between the physical, generally, and spiritual worlds. But barzakh obviously has a meaning that it is you can't cross something that you cannot cross over into without the permission of Allah. We should not forget that when we speak about things, we are talking about God Almighty.
So I don't understand now. So what the point of mentioning to me this word barzakh here? What does it mean? There's a barrier between what? You might. Nobody can pass it, right? So what is that barrier between what and what? You might.
Barzakh is a barrier, basically. Any of these barriers and processes involved to cross that barrier. We see in osmosis, I don't know if you know the process of osmosis, where something moves from a low density from a high density to a low density. What is osmosis, partisan? There's a barrier and there's a process involved in transferring things from one. So the barzakh is very much the same. It's not that you cannot cross it, it cannot be breached. It can be breached under certain certain circumstances. So that is the understanding of what a barrier is through a thin passage, correct? But it's involved, correct? There's different, same with the oceans, there's a different.
I did not get it now. Can you make it simple for us? So what this barrier is about? Why this is amazing for you, the Quran saying there's a barrier. What is that? You might make it simple.
Yeah, the simplicity of it is that it occurs in nature. The simplicity is that there is something that Allah uses that you can actually see, that you can test, that gives you a concept of how things happen in nature. That substances that meet one another, you're usually going to find something that you cannot see. You don't know why they cannot mix. Oil and water, the two different salt contents, density.
You know, even again, either you're the donkey or I am the donkey. We will see who is the one. Where in the Quran it says that they don't mix because the different density? Where it says that? Can you show me? I know what you are talking about, right? Which chapter, which verse too? But where it says what you are saying, you might.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned the chapter and the verse, because this gives us indication of the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because if this does not occur in nature, if this is not kept in nature, then obviously nature is going to be out of balance, or things are going to go haywire, or you're going to have things that is not
nightmare. Sorry, Ibn Salih, you are the same as with my respect to women. A woman in the delivery room, her legs is wide open, but she don't want to give the baby out because simply she is not a pregnant at all. She have gas. Where you go? Like, how many times I need to ask the question? What you are trying to say to us? Barrier and a miracle and amazing and two ocean, and the ocean became a sea. He will come back. If you are back, Ibn, let me know. Is he back? Let me tell you what they are saying. The Muslims are a bunch of scumbag liars, as the rest of them. They lie. They say the Quran speak that the salty water and the fresh water, they don't mix. First of all, this is scientifically wrong, because salty water and fresh water, they always mix. You can do that. But bring 2 kilograms of salt, make it very salty, and mix it and put it in a water pot, and mix it with the salt, and then bring 1 cup of fresh water and throw it there. It's going to be mixed. So it's a stupid argument, number one. Number two, the Quran does not say that. The Quran states that Allah, He made a barrier between the fresh water and the salty water, so they were never mixed, which means obviously it's a scientific mistake. The stupid Muhammad thought that the fresh water stay fresh because it never mixed with the ocean water or the sea water. But this is absolutely false, because all the waters is coming from the oceans. Is that correct? So what the Quran is saying, Allah, He made a barrier between the ocean and the fresh water. So this is not a miracle, this is a scientific mistake. And if you don't believe me that this is the meaning of the verse, chapter 53, verse number, chapter 25, verse number 53, this is Ibn Kathir. Open it, everybody. Open it. Does Ibn Kathir says that he has set barrier, complete partition, complete between them, what? The sweet water and the salty water. So the stupid God of Islam, who does not exist, teaching us that there's a barrier between the salty water and the fresh water. This is how they stay fresh and salty, because he don't allow them to mix. And then Ibn Kathir explained, saying the barrier is a dry land. Do you see it? Do you see it, guys? It says a dry land. The Muslims, they try to make it about the salty water because it have different level of salt and the fresh water, so that it makes blah blah blah, all this garbage. But the story is different. How are you, Abu? Yeah, all the people here, they are ex-Muslims, my friend. All of them. Because your prophet, he said, everyone is born as a Muslim, then he leave Islam. Okay, you are the Muslim here, we are ex-Muslims, according to your prophet. Do you like to come to the mic and tell us something good about Islam? Mr. Abu, do you like to come to the mic and tell us something serious about Islam? Ah, it's 2 a.m. All right. Yeah, because 2 a.m. in the morning, you cannot talk about Islam. 2 a.m. in the morning, you practice Islam. Yeah, you make babies. Ah, night prayer? What night prayer? I never heard of somebody praying 2 a.m. in the morning. What kind of prayer this prayer is? Are you a new sect of Islam? Are you the sect of the 2 a.m.? I never heard of a Muslim pray 2 a.m. in the morning. What the name of the prayer 2 a.m. in the morning? That's what? Tahajjud? Ah, tahajjud. But this is not a prayer, my friend. Tahajjud is not a prayer. Who is the one who teach you Islam, my friend? Who is the teacher who is teaching you? This is not called a prayer. Huh? Absad, I advise you to read my books, my friend. I have a book, it's called Quran and Science in Depth. You will love about your science and about the Kaaba and all the fabrication the Muslims they have in their religion. You can go right now to Amazon.com and you can get your copy. They fool you, my friend. Actually, I have a video. About the Kaaba in Islam. And there is no way anyone will see this video and he have a little brain, he will not leave Islam. Why? What is the reason? Let me play the video for you. Let me see if I can play it in the room so everybody. I don't know if Baltalk will work. I hope so. Baltalk doesn't function correctly. This is a video I made about the Kaaba. I hope it's going to work. Let us see. If there's any video coming. Is it loading? All right. Let us hope it's going to run. And let us start from the beginning. The video is not working, right? It's not working? Okay. Looks like Baltalk did not fix the issue. Let us close it. Try to open it again. Nothing is coming, right? Too bad. Okay, hold on. Let me go out of the room and come back in a second. See if that will fix it and make it work. And no, Paltalk used to work better before. I'm not sure why it didn't fix it. All right, we will fix it. All right, am I heard now? Okay, let's try one more time. Anyway, the video is very simple. It's showing you how the one who chose the location of the Kaaba is an official stupid idiot. Kaaba is built in the worst location in the whole Arabian Peninsula. This is why every year the Kaaba is flooded by the sewage and the dung and the dirt and every piece of garbage in Mecca. If there's any video coming? No video. Too bad, because this one we need to show pictures of what we are showing you. Anyway, this is, guys, the video here. This is the link. This is the link. Actually, this is in the page of Sah al-Nom. We post it there. You can go and watch it, and it's in my page too, in my website, in my YouTube channel. Anyway, here I show you in the video called Seeking Allah, Finding Death in Mecca. The name of the video, Seeking Allah, Finding Death in Mecca. And you will see the images and the pictures of the flood and the sewage covering Mecca every year. Every year. And the Kaaba was destroyed because of the sewage and because of the flood many times. Because the stupid one who decided that the Kaaba should be built here in that location, he's stupid. Like, you know, if this guy, he go to an architect prize, he will be the worst architect engineer ever, because he chose a wrong location. I mean, how stupid it is to choose to build your favorite building in the world in a location where it's going to be flooded if there is a 2 drop of water come down from the sky. Right? But yet the Muslim, they claim that Allah is the one who gave the location. Hey, Abu, what a great flood of Noah. Come on. What Kaaba? There was no Kaaba. The Kaaba was built in the time of Noah. I thought Abraham is the one who built the Kaaba. So Abraham was exist before Noah? Yeah. So how you say by the flood of Noah and the Kaaba was destroyed? Huh? Who was before and after, Abraham or Noah? According to your knowledge. Absaid, I made a video about this slide again too. This is a false, because there's no city in the world is exist in the middle of everywhere. That is a stupid argument the Muslims they come with. For the Mecca to be in the middle of the world, it has to be in a flat earth, you idiot. Don't you know that? Absaid, again the middle. Is Mecca located in a flat earth to be in the middle? Abdul, is the earth is flat? So what, okay, come to the mic and tell us. Let us get astonished. What is the miracle, you mind?
Okay, I just ask a simple question. I give you the coordinate of the Kaaba. And I'm asking you, how come the verse in the Quran that match the coordinate of the Kaaba talks about the Kaaba? Is it a coincidence? That's my question. Is it a coincidence that the first three numbers of the GPS coordinate, which is 215, which is Surah 215, talks about the Kaaba? I just want to see your point. Is it a coincidence? Thank you.
I never heard that there's a surah, it's called Surah 215. You mind? You heard of one before? You mind? Let me show you how the Muslims are, they try to scam themselves, not us. We are not the one who will be affected with this scam. First of all, if this is true, the first time the Kaaba was mentioned, Abdul, was in chapter 3, verse number 96. How come it's not in the GPS location? You might. I'm talking about the Quran too. There's the Kaaba first time mentioned in that verse, not in chapter 2. So why you choose that one? Are you going to pick up your cherries? That one do good for you. This one does not do good. This is the same Kaaba. Is it? Or this one different place? Huh? What do you say? I've said. Now we go to chapter 2, verse number 125. Let us laugh. One 25. Unbelievable, the madness of those people. All right. Where in there it says that this is the Kaaba? Number one. Where is the Kaaba there? The Kaaba never mentioned. Is that correct? You might have said.
Brother. 125. Remember, we made the house of a place of assembly. And even if you read the whole chapter, you know it's talking about the Kaaba. You know what? Brother, I give up, man. Just go.
Brother, you are the one who said to us that Abraham, wherever he go, he built a house for God. Isn't it you who said that? Brother, your name is Olga from Russia. Said Abraham, wherever he go, he built a house for God. You know which house he's talking about? Two. If we go right now to the GPS, post for me the GPS location of Mecca, please. GPS location of Mecca. Post it, post it. Okay, guys, this is a GPS location of Mecca. what we will find. Let us see. Be sorry. Here we go. All right, do you see it? People, they are posting for you already Mecca GPS location. So where the number you get it from? Where the number you gave us is coming from? Absid, where's the number you get us is coming from? Your mind.
You saw that Ed Van Halen right up there. If you scroll 21 degree 25, you see you got the 2 21 25 2125, chapter 2 verse 125 talk about the Kaaba. So you can consider it a coincidence because you don't believe, but believe.
My friend, hold on. But this is not the correct number. This is not the correct number. You said 2.125. This is not the same. There's a huge difference between two dots and 125 and 2125. That number does not exist. You might. Post the GPS according to you, so everybody will laugh. Abdul, post it. I want you to post. Post the number you gave us. It's not the same number. The correct number should be chapter number 21, verse number 25. Is that correct, guys? To make it close. But this is not the correct number. So why you are lying? Same time, this is not the accurate number of the latitude of Mecca. You are lying again. Anyone right now can go to Google website, just type Mecca. I will do it, just wait. Everybody will laugh at you. Oh boy. It is amazing. I will post the link and everybody will see. I hate Yahoo. I keep changing from Yahoo to Google and flip again to Yahoo. Google.com. Here we go. Guys, everybody open and see how the Muslim they lie to you. Everybody in the room. you will see immediately how those Muslims are corrupt and they have no dignity. Their latitude and longitude coordinate are 21, 42, 25, 110, 10, or I'm fabricating. Does it say that? So they changed the number. The 42 became 52. They have no shame. They have no shame. They are liars. For the sake of their cult, they do anything. Same time, even the verse number is not correct, because the verse number is saying 2125, which means it should be, the latitude should be 2 dots 125. If we go and search for such a number, 215, hold on, I will do it. You will see that this is different city. I'm sure it exists. 2125. Where that latitude is located? Where is that now? Spot. So the latitude 2125 is a fishing spot. I want to go fishing. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. You see how desperate they are? They are trying to find anything about their religion, anything. When, you know, how come Allah did not mention the Kaaba in 2 or 125 in the first verse he mentioned in the Quran? Why it's in chapter 3? This is me in the Quran, chapter 3, verse number 96, is in the wrong location. It's obviously wrong location. Right? Something wrong here. Let us see. I search for latitude 2125. I could not find it exist in the top of this earth. If you search for 2.125, it's not located in the top of this earth, period. All of you can go on right now and search. I tried. But it's not 21. I've said it's not 21. Is it 21? Is it the latitude of the Kaaba is 21? And is Mecca in chapter 21? This is madness. I don't know. I did not get you. I will never get you. I think, like, sorry. Okay, take the mic. Tell me, what is the point here? How come the attitude is not correct? Latitude, sorry, is not correct. Your mind. You know, I've said, what about focusing on stupid things your God has said in the Quran? Instead of looking for things is not there. Even the Quran, just to show you how stupid what you are saying. Even the Quran itself says that Allah, He refrained from sending miracles. Is that correct? So if the Quran is a miracle, how Allah in the Quran in chapter 17, verse number 59, he says, I refrain from sending miracles because former generation refused to believe in them. Who is the stupid here? The stupid is the Muslim trying to find a miracle in the Quran when the Quran says there's no miracles. And who is the stupid here? Is Allah even who numbered the verses? Is Allah or even Muhammad is the one who numbered the verses? It's not. So this is stupidity. Uthman is the one who numbered the verses. If we go by the numbers you are talking about, all the numbers of the Quran are wrong. If we go to the book, because to make this is a miracle, this should be sent as Allah He sent it, correct? Not as Uthman He put it there. So the Quran, as it was sent down, what is the number of the chapter of Al-Baqarah? Absent. The real number. You know that the real number is not the one you have it there. It's not number 2. So what is the number of chapter of Al-Baqarah? Do you have an answer, Absent? Absent. What is the real number of Al-Baqarah chapter? What to? What's this guy is talking about? Allah, when He sent the Quran to Muhammad, what is the number of the chapter 2? Do you know? Are you ashamed to say? What do you mean doesn't matter? Look, what is matter is what Allah He made. This is mean Allah He was wrong. Uthman is better. Uthman is God. Because the one who numbered it is Uthman. Allah did wrong. So what do you mean it doesn't matter? Huh? What is the number of the Quran revelation according to Allah? Any Abdul? And you will see all those numbers they are talking about will be destroyed because the Quran never been numbered in such a way, and the verses never been numbers in such a way, and all of this is nothing but a fiction fabrication of desperate people trying to find a miracle in a non-miracle religion. So are you going to tell us what is the number of Al-Baqarah? I've said, according to Allah, because I'm going to send him. I know the answer, Smith. I want to send Allah a letter, say to him, you idiot, how come Uthman, he can make a miracle, but you cannot? Correct? Who according to you, the one who made the miracle, if this is a miracle, it's Uthman. Two, in the Quran is what chapter in the real Quran? What chapter? Is a chapter of Al-Qalam. It's not chapter 2. And that will destroy everything. It's gone. Because Al-Qalam does not even have 200 or 125 verses. And does not speak about Mecca. He left, right? Yeah, because he's desperate trying to find something. See, they are. This is the miracle you are looking for. Those Muslims, they spend their time looking for a miracle in a stupid statement like this. Any other miracle? Al-Baqarah is number 87 in the Quran, in the true Quran. And the Muslims agree with that. So number 2125 is a false number. So the latitude and longitude is wrong, is false. This is number one. The chapter number is wrong. This is number two. The verses number is wrong too, because Al-Qalam does not have such a number. It's a madness. It's a stupidity. It's a bankruptcy. And they don't know what to do. They need a miracle. They cannot find Jesus there. They cannot find any of them. Like, oh, this is weird. How come Allah, he gave all the miracles to Jesus, but he didn't want to give Muhammad anything? At least give him one. Just little tiny miracle. Like, come on, this is not fair. The chapter of Al-Qalam, which is the chapter number 2 in the Quran, the real Quran, is not even 52 verses. No, I don't think so. I think Osama, he translated the Quran as it is. The Muslims, they have it today. But I'm thinking to do my book based on this. My common translation for the Quran. I think this will be the better way. Number one, there's nobody is giving the accurate order of the Quran in a book. And that will show the people how it is, how it was supposedly sent. However, even that one, by the way, is not accurate, because even when the Muslim is saying that this is how Allah, he sent the Quran, there's no proof of that. Because Allah never said to Muhammad, name this chapter Al-Baqarah, and this verse put it here, and this verse put it there. All is a fiction. You know what I mean? All those things is a fiction. Muslims, they have no source. They don't have the original book. Do we have any Abdul left? Man, it's the morning here. Oh boy, my eyes hurt. How many hours I'm here? Ish. We are open almost for 13 hours. 11 hours? 11 hours. Okay. And I am without food since yesterday, believe it? Well, I mean, actually, when I mean yesterday, I mean 2 days ago. And the Muslims, they say, we are fasting Ramadan. Well, I'm fasting Ramadan more than you. I change you to stay without food for more than 24 hours. I am more than, no, right now, let us see, not 24 hours, more. Because I ate yesterday around 7 p.m. and which means from 7 p.m. to 7 p.m. yesterday is 24 hours. And now that's mean it is more, it's almost 32 hours. I did not eat since 32 hours. And yeah, add to this, you are debating and talking all this time. Actually, if any of you try to stay in my place and you speak for 1 hour, you will lose your voice for 1 week. Do you know that? But I believe the Lord, the Almighty, He gave me the power to stay, and honest to God, I don't really feel even tired, but my eyes, they hurt. Right? Yeah, I will make my hair blonde, the same as the Prophet he did. He want to be blondie, the blondie Muhammad. What a weird man. I mean, name for me one thing about this guy is not weird. Why a guy, his hair is black, when I make it a blondie 1400 years ago? Like today, they do it for fashion, you know, it can be accepted today. But in his time, why someone is an Arabian guy, he wanna, you know, he wanna make his hair blonde? I mean, what's wrong with the black hair? Do we have a problem? And even you don't look good with it. You see, the hair color, if it does not match the skin, you will look really weird. So Muhammad, he don't make it even blonde, he make it red. And that will make him look like the devil. Red, fire. Yeah, so imagine him. Actually, let me show you some Muslims how they make their hair because of Muhammad. Let me show you. What? This Yahoo. I changed the search engine to Google and keep coming to Yahoo. And Yahoo, not really, you know, you find it. There's let's see. Oh boy. I searched hair coloring as the Sunnah and I got a lot of blonde women. My keyboard does not have the Arabic font, you know, those stickers. So when you let me show you. I will give you an example of those, the madness of those Muslims. A lot of pictures in front of me, but I will try to find you something clear to what I'm talking about. All right, let's see if this one will work. Is this one working? Can you open the link or no? Do you see how they color it? I mean, you look like the devil. What the heck is that? Disgusting. Now, if he's showing his hair, he will color his hair too. But because he's wearing the hat, so he don't want to waste his time and color it. But he colored his beard the same as the Prophet. So this is how their Prophet looked like. What for? Seriously, you look like the devil. You look scary. If you have a black beard, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with the black beard? It fits with your face, fit with your God. God created you in such a way. And the funny Muhammad, he cursed women for taking hair from their face. Excuse because they changed the look of Allah. Allah, he made them in a certain look, so they changed it. So Allah, he cursed them. So how you are asking the men to change the look of Allah? And this is the result. They look like monkeys. Your mic, man.
Thank you, CP. Can someone just give me a one to confirm that I've got sound? Thank you. Yeah, what a fantastic room it's been. Very entertaining and great experience in learning. And I hope many of the Muslims have learned, and especially that last Muslim that was trying to show that there is a miracle of the location of the Kaaba. Because obviously the whole room worked in great coordination to prove that there was no such a thing and it was pure fiction. And I think the Muslims depend on people who are lazy and will not bother and will just believe the Muslim. And just like himself, I think he was a gullible Muslim, perhaps got it from a website, never bothered to investigate the situation. Because those things need to be investigated. When they say the Quran says the name angel 25 times and so on, many people don't bother investigating, and you'll find that they are absolutely not true. That the Quran mentions the word day 30 times and so on. Those are all fiction. That there is no or month 30 times. No, these are all lies by Muslims. You'll probably find it. It's about 98 times mentioned in the Quran. That was great work there by the room. But it's also important to note that these miracles, then, even if it had existed, had we then checked and found these, then these would be the miracle of King Fahd of Egypt, who in 1924 commissioned the current Quran, well, 1919, and it was completed in 1924, the current Arabic Quran that we have, with the numbering and pages that it has today. Because before this, the Quran never had any of these verse numbering. Not that of Uthman ibn Affan had no number verse numbering. In fact, there isn't even any proof that Uthman's Quran even ever existed. And the Quran that seemed to have existed, those of Hajjaj al-Thaqafa, Hassan Hajjaj al-Thaqafa, who was the first to edit the Quran. And again, no verse numbers. And eventually, the Qurans that we have today are derived from those of Ibn Mujahid, who produced the 10 Qurans, even though he was trying to produce 7, because Muhammad claimed that there were 7, so he initially produced 7, but ended up with 10 because they couldn't tell really which ones were which, because even Muhammad himself is lying to the Muslims. There were no such things as 7 dialect Qurans. 10 of the Ibn Mujahid, with the diacritical marks and everything that he came up with, did not have any verse numbering until 1924. So that would be then the miracle of then Egyptian King Fahd, who destroyed all the Qurans that existed in Egypt, collected all the Qurans from Egyptian schools, and destroyed them in the River Nile, and produced the current Arabic Quran, which was then 1968 and officially taken as the official Quran for all Muslims in 1989. So there is the miracle then would go to the Egyptians and not to Allah or even to Muhammad. My friend.
Actually, if you go in my book, you will see that when the Muslims they say that the word earth is mentioned in the Quran 365 times, I show you that exceed the number of 450 something. It's always a fabrication. The word day, the word night, the word etc. It's unbelievable. But as I said, just because they are desperate and they are looking for any miracle, what they can do, they start fabricate. You will not find any Christian looking for how many times the word day is mentioned in the Bible. That actually will be silly. Who care? But because they have nothing. This man, he have nothing. So now he died. Even Muhammad in his time, he never said anything of this. Why Muhammad did not mention it? He didn't know. GBS. And by the way, only what we call it GBS, this is GBS is not from God. This is the creation of the man. The man, he made a map and he gave numbers for locations. Is that correct? So Allah now go by the GPS of the Western, who they are kuffar. The one who made this GPS and the one who made the map and the one who made these numbers and the one who divide the earth in this way is the Western. It's not even Allah. So the latitude, the longitude can be changed anyway. It can be, they can play with it. They decide to put it in this in a certain area. They say this is 0 and here is 1 and here is 2. Amazing. Amazing. Any leftover Muslim? Anyway, guys, I think we have enough for today. I deserve some rest. All right. Now I'm leaving next week. I will try to open Sunday, but I need to prepare myself for my trip. So we will see if we will open. All right. So thank you for being here. I hope you have a good time, guys, learning about the cult of Islam. And remember always that when somebody look for stupid things like this to prove to you his God, it's mean his God is not exist, because the true God, he do not need the Western man to prove his existence. To prove something. True God, he make it true miracles, not the fictions and imagination of miracles. The true God is the one who heals, the one who make the blind see, the one who make the dead come from death, the one who can do anything. He do not need people to search for a miracle in his book to find it. And how did they come find something? What a shame. Shameful prophet, shameful God, and desperate nation who believe in nothing except fictions. Thank you for being here. May the Lord bless you. As always, we say, Christ is Lord. I mean to that. And see you soon again. Bye-bye.